Welcome
to Tortuga Island.
Hello.
How are you?
Those crazy travelers.
In this video, we're going to our second favorite destination here in Venezuela.
And it's none other than La Tortuga Island. We hadn't been there for 3 years, and we're finally going back and filming it for the channel because we've never shown it to you before.
It's a paradise destination that also lets you disconnect for a weekend, and particularly there on La Tortuga, I've seen the most spectacular things in nature. We saw plankton at night and the water lit up. I also saw rainbow clouds there. It was wild. Spectacular sunsets. I absolutely love this destination.
Look, and the best part is that on this trip we won't be alone. We're with an amazing superstar whom we admire a lot, and we hadn't had the chance to travel and film with her before. And with you all...
How sweet, finally together. I really admire your content. You're one of my favorites and I watch everything you post. It's great to create and enjoy content here in Venezuela.
You're amazing, really. This trip hasn't even started and I'm already enjoying it a lot. So without further ado, let's go.
Let's go.
We're at the Higuerote Marina. Our boat will depart from here.
Basically, there are 3 types of boats you can take to La Tortuga. The speedboat, also known as the fiberglass peñeros, are fiberglass boats with a pointed bow designed to cut through the waves, and they can hold between 16 and 18 people. Then there are the sport boats, which is exactly the one we're going to take. Look, this is the one we're taking. It's called Slayer or Slayer, I'm unsure which. And finally, there's this other type of boat, which are, well, private yachts. Obviously, they're much more expensive, but they have an advantage. And that's that while you're on the island, you can stay inside the boat in its cabins with air conditioning and everything. Whereas with the other type of boats, you actually stay on the island itself, either camping or in some Balinese beds, which we'll show you later. And we'll also talk to you about prices and everything you need to know if you want to plan a trip to this wonderful island. Guys, I almost forgot about a 4th type of boat that also sails to La Tortuga. And it's like these mega boats. It's not quite in the yacht range, but it's a boat that's much more comfortable. It's very large and people travel calmly. It doesn't move much. There are even air-conditioned cabins, so that people can spend the sailing time, which on this type of vessel is much longer. Just so you have a reference, the estimated time is between 3 and 3.5 hours, 4 hours at most. On this type of vessel, it's about 5 or maybe a little more. But we'll give you the exact times once we get to La Tortuga. Look at it. This is another one that will soon be available. I want you to meet Angel now.
Hello, how are you?
This guy's from Milas, Venezuela, and he's the one we're going on this trip with.
Welcome! We're here in La Tortuga, waiting for you with the boats we use to travel.
Look, this is what the inside of the boat I was telling you about looks like. About 40 people can fit in here. And they have air conditioning. They don't move around much. The trip is a bit longer, but now you have enough information to decide whether to get there faster and get a little wet, or bounce around a bit depending on the sea conditions. Or go slower but not move around as much.
Look, and in addition to the boat ride, you can rent this cabin to sleep in over the weekend and not have to sleep in a tent on the island.
Look how beautiful it is. Look how close it is.
We've arrived at La Tortuga. The boat ride was amazing. We saw dolphins. There weren't many waves. It took us exactly 3 hours. And right now we're at Cayo Herradura, where we're going to spend the night. Here's our camp called El Faro Camp. Right now we're going to take a tour, so keep watching.
Vero, how are you? What are your first impressions of La Tortuga?
It's even more beautiful and bigger than I imagined. The weather has been great. Since the boat ride, the water is very clear and the sand is white and coral-like.
The scenery is perfect for spending a few days here and feeling like you're in paradise.
Hey, I have to tell you that you're really lucky because we've come here on other occasions.
Where you come, look, with your identification in your mouth, jumping and all, with the waves. But honestly, it was truly paradise this time.
I think it took me so long to visit La Tortuga Island because of what people had told me. No, there's been none of that sailing or ups and downs. It's been really calm and relaxed here, which I think is a plus. Look.
We came here with an agency called Milas de Venezuela, and we're about to show you the camp and how you sleep here. Contrary to what most people think about sleeping in tents, here you actually sleep in beds. Only 3 camps operate in La Tortuga, all using Balinese beds for sleeping.
Do we know them, Vero?
Yes, let's go see them now. It's probably very hot with the strong sun, but I hope it cools off more at night. Anyone?
It's like a really big tent. Yeah, I think anyone. Let's see.
I'll admit, when they said it was here, I walked around asking, where's the door?
There are already someone else's things here.
No one's stuff is here. Let's open this.
The very important person club. Here's the bed. For being on a practically untouched island, I feel like it's pretty good.
Let's see.
Try the mattress.
Wildcard look, do you see?
Will all 3 of us fit? That's a lie. I have another one.
No, this is amazing. We really are blessed. Right now, there's a little cloud blocking our good light, but honestly, we have spectacular weather.
And I'm already dying.
Not only to show you Cayo Herradura, but also all the interesting and spectacular spots that La Tortuga Island has.
They're my guides today, haha.
Our lunch has arrived, a typical beach dish. A little fried fish, shredded salad, tostones with cheese. Everything looks delicious, so enjoy your meal. I'm going to enjoy this meal.
You can't imagine how happy it makes me to see how La Tortuga has progressed in terms of tourism logistics.
In fact, when we used to come here before, the bathrooms were literally out in the woods, and that polluted the island. Although toilet paper and similar items are biodegradable, the large number of visitors, organic waste kept accumulating before the first batch could biodegrade, making it look terrible. Now they have a bathroom, and it's done in the style of El Roraima. You put a little bag around a toilet, and you do your business there. You close it, put it in a trash can, and it's taken to the mainland.
That's a very positive point, especially for environmental conservation.
Remember that this is a semi-virgin destination and the conditions are not the most ideal for visiting. See, it's a bit of an adventure, but honestly, it's incredible. Look at all this paradise, all the distance I've walked, and I'm practically alone. Alone? On the island, there are just a few people, maybe 3 or 4. But I would think that on the whole island for the entire weekend, there aren't even 30 people. This makes it super paradisiacal, and there are many points of interest. In fact, we're about to head out to the first one. Usually the outings are on Saturdays, but today we're going to Palanquins.
That's where the sharks are found, and the bigger animals that surround the island. We've already shown you in other videos our excitement, our passion for free diving, snorkeling, and scuba diving.
And they told us that here in Palanquins, a place that's 15 minutes away by boat, there are sharks. Let's see if we can find them and show them to you.
Hey kid, what's your name?
Francisco Kid.
How long have you been working here at La Tortuga?
Since 2010-2011.
Wow, that's a long time. Over a decade. What do you like most about working here?
Sharing with tourists every weekend or whenever possible.
Please, young man, invite all viewers to visit La Tortuga.
Certainly. I invite national and international tourists to visit this almost unreal paradise island. I don't know.
Thank you. We're back at Cayo Herradura and made it in time to catch the sunset right here. The snorkeling was great. I saw an angelfish, I saw 2 lobsters, and even though I didn't have weights, I managed to dive well. It's beautiful, it's just that we arrived a little late, so we couldn't stay as long as we wanted. We're walking towards the lighthouse to get a spectacular shot of this sun that's already painting the sky yellow.
Oh, we passed the lighthouse and came to a little pool that's at the back of the island where there's also something like a stone museum. That's what they call it. The tourists who come here make little piles with the rocks they find. Take a look.
And then they leave them there as their memory of the island. Look how beautiful the clouds are in the background. They're already orange. And the moon over there, it's not full, but almost. It's waxing and it's huge. Spectacular.
There's quite a bit of breeze around here, but that's a good sign here because when there's no breeze, there are a lot of bugs. So it's nice to have the winds blowing strong, especially at bedtime.
Look, the group is back there. This is a little pool where you can also swim and there's no tide at all, and just enjoy.
La Tortuga is one of those places where you can really enjoy and live in the present moment more than ever because you're completely disconnected. There's no phone service here. And I invite you, if at any point in your life you have the chance, don't miss it. Just make sure you come with a reputable company that takes safety measures seriously. But honestly, La Tortuga is one of the most paradisiacal destinations in all of Venezuela, especially because of how much you can connect with nature. Good morning. How are you, you crazy people? Look, this is how we slept in this Balinese bed. I'll show it to you a little better. Honestly, that sleep was amazing. It's 9 in the morning. Just so you know, in the last hour I was dripping with sweat, but I really needed to rest, so we put up with the heat a bit longer to keep sleeping. Now we're leaving the tent. We're about to have breakfast. She went ahead and is already by the shore. Look, a private beach for us. Good morning, Nini.
Good morning.
How did you sleep?
Delicious. It's amazing how you step out of the Balinese bed and are immediately in front of crystal clear waters. It's truly priceless. It may look uncomfortable to sleep there, but it's not. A breeze really flows through. There's a great trick with talcum powder. Apply it to your body to absorb moisture. That way you feel fresh in bed instead of sticky.
It also helps the sand slide off your skin.
Yes, the sand falls off.
Look, when you come to La Tortuga on Saturdays, you have 2 options. Stay in your chairs under your umbrellas or walk around Cayo Herradura and relax. And the second
is to go out for walks all around the island. There are many points of interest. We're going to one after breakfast, which is called Tortuga. There are 2 little islands, and they say you can do really good snorkeling from there.
Nini, I want you to show the guys a little more of the camp that we didn't show yesterday, and what the showers are like.
That's a good idea, since many asked me how I go to the bathroom. Let's answer that now.
This right here is the dining hall where all the meals are served, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Take a look at it here.
They put up those fabrics when the sun is really strong to create a bit of shade.
Let me show you a bit more. How's it going, guys? Everything good?
All good.
Can we take a look at the kitchen so people can see what the little ranch looks like inside?
Go ahead. How are you? Happy day.
Look how beautiful. What kind of fish is this, my queen? A medrigal? Look how delicious this medrigal is.
Is this for lunch?
For the ceviche.
For the ceviche. How delicious.
Well, this is how you see the kitchen. Basically, it's a fisherman's hut where they cook for us. Because since it's forbidden to build, you can remodel the huts that are already there, but it's forbidden to build or expand the spaces.
So they basically have to adapt. And the 3 camps that are still active.
This one is Milas de Venezuela, another is Alex Travel, and the third is La Tortuga AAA. I have a special affection for La Tortuga AAA as it's the camp I visited most recently. They're the only ones on the island, so you can contact them. If you want to know what the offers are, we'll also tell you the prices for coming to La Tortuga in a little while.
But anyway, each company has different prices, different services, different extras they offer you, so you can keep that in mind.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you the showers. Look, they have their little doors and everything. And it's a little water cubicle, just like you see there. It has a little faucet, and you open it and the water comes out. And you have to manage those 5 liters, but honestly, guys, it's more than enough.
The first few times La Tortuga came, they only gave us 2 liters of water.
And you would try to get into the salt water first to get all the sand off and everything, and then you'd go to the fresh water, put on a little shampoo and wash off the salt water. But now with 5 liters it's enough.
Yesterday I had just under half a bucket left.
So you're not gonna die and you're not gonna have a hard time just because you have to bathe with a little bit of fresh water.
Make the most of this weekend. Disconnect. Get in touch with the adventurous side you have inside you. You'll have a great time. I'll show you the bathroom soon. Look, a little further away is the bathroom. Here are the bags. You take one, go into the bathroom. There's a container of lime there. You take a little bit of lime and put it in your bag. After you've done your business, you put it in this blue container that is collected and taken to the mainland. That way the environment isn't polluted.
Tell us what's your name.
My name is Luis. My name is Luis Carip.
How long have you worked at La Tortuga?
10 short years.
And what do you like the most?
What do I like the most about La Tortuga? Teasing, feeling good, running, jumping. That's nice. And swimming. Well, at the beach, you know.
He is the soul of the island, especially at night. He loves karaoke. He supports you with the dances.
Of course, yes.
Of course, we were told that you have a TikTok. Yes. What's your TikTok about?
What's it about?
Dances, jokes.
Mostly jokes.
What's his name so I can follow him?
Luis Ocho.
All right, Luis Ocho, let's follow him on TikTok.
Of course.
And now, Luis, to finish, invite everyone who's watching us to come to the island.
Well, I invite you all to come here, to feel good here, to support us, and don't feel like, no, that I'm scared. Come on, come, we're waiting for you here to dance, have fun, party, dance, sweat, sing. Of course. Well, we're here, we're at your service, did you hear?
After 15 minutes of sailing from Cayo Herradura, we arrived at Tortuguillo, one of the island's points of interest. Look at this beauty, how clear the water is, how white the sand is. We're about to get off.
You can also go snorkeling if you want. You can already see how clear these beautiful waters are.
And here you spend about 2 or 3 hours depending on the tour you book.
In our case, it seems like we'll only have the chance to visit this beach today, but we're grateful. It's divided into 2.
That's Lower Tortuguillo over there, and behind me is Upper Tortuguillo.
Or the north and the south, and then
Since this is a very large boat, it can't be anchored on the shore. A small dinghy ferries people back and forth, so we're leaving now. We already got off the boat and arrived at the beach. Look, they set up some little tents for us to spend half the day. Look how crystal clear this water is.
Over here, we're about to go along that whole coral reef to go snorkeling.
And well, those who want to can also stay here relaxing in this place. This is one of Venezuela's most pristine beaches. I'm fascinated with La Tortuga. It's a virgin, semi-virgin island. Honestly, I don't know how the virginity of a beach is categorized. The only thing is there are a few fishermen's huts in Cayo Herradura and there's a hotel in Punta del Este. But besides that, all the other little islands are completely paradisiacal and deserted. One of the things I love the most is that the sand doesn't get hot because it's made of crushed coral. So, literally, you can walk in the middle of the day's sunlight and it's nice and cool. And watch out because the heat is pretty intense, but the sand is cool and the water is warm. I mean, this is truly the definition of a tropical paradise in the Venezuelan Caribbean. Look, I'm really fascinated with Vero because she literally never stops working.
Just now I caught Vero for 2 minutes in the water to ask her how she's doing.
Vero, you haven't let go of the camera for even a second.
Just now I let it go. It's incredible. I want to return to the turtle without a camera just to enjoy this paradise. I'm surprised I hadn't visited before. This place is amazing and I see why it's Venezuela's second favorite destination. Of the crazy ones. Spectacular.
Yes, really, the turtle stole our hearts from the first time we went. And even though you come and work, the simple fact of not being connected to your phone means that when you turn off the camera, you connect with nature.
It's not just the daytime with the beach and all. At night, you also relax listening to the sea. At 3 in the morning, I woke up and saw the moon right outside the tent. It's an amazing paradise you must visit.
How nice, how nice. Well, we owe ourselves another visit to La Tortuga just to enjoy it. After a couple of hours in Tortuguillo and enjoying some beautiful snorkeling, where we saw amazing fish bay, we saw angelfish, bullfish, we saw a trumpet fish, we saw a barracuda about 1.5 meters long. I mean, it was incredible. This boat arrived that works with the AAA camp. I already mentioned them before that we love them. And we're going to take a tour of other spots on La Tortuga. We're really lucky because at first we were only going to visit Tortuguillo. But this boat called Casino arrived. And it's another one you can rent if you want to come here to La Tortuga with your private group of 6 or 7 people. And we're going to check out other spots on this wonderful island. So keep watching. Heads up! If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's the best way to support us. It's completely free and it helps us a lot.
Also, if you want to turn on notifications, YouTube will let you know every time we have a new video on the channel.
Here is the casino boat. Captain Alexander, our sailor, present here, Luis.
20 minutes sailing from Tortuguilo.
We arrive at our favorite beach here on Turtle Island. It's called Garambeo. Look at this spectacular beach. The coral sand, crystal clear water, and peacefulness make it special. Also, there's a rock back there that we usually jump from. It's around 3 meters high. Not very tall, but really fun. We're about to try it now.
We already jumped off the rock, and honestly, the experience was amazing.
Nenita didn't feel up to it this time because she was feeling a little unwell and didn't feel confident enough to jump.
And that's okay too. We have to respect each person's timing, ways, and approach. Whether they decide to jump, not jump, do something else, or not do it at all. And well, I did do it, and honestly, I loved it. Vero enjoyed it too.
You'll see it soon on her already published channel.
The video of her experience at La Tortuga, how did it go for her? And I also want to invite you all, if you feel like coming to La Tortuga, don't miss out on coming to Garambeo and jumping. Sometimes the boatmen only want to take you to Tortuguilo, but insist, so they bring you here to Garambeo, which is beautiful.
Also, one of the most amazing beaches in all of La Tortuga. There's something special about this beach.
And I want to show it to you.
Look how fluffy the sand is here. Look, squish, squish. Look how your feet sink in. But really, I think you can't appreciate it as much on video. Like literally every step you take leaves a huge hole in the sand. And this is spongy. I mean, it's not even as fine and smooth as the sand, so to speak, from Los Roques, but it's kind of spongy. It's like, wow. No, I really can't explain to you how amazing the sand is on this Garambeo beach. And well, let's not even talk about the colors of the sea. And now, my friends, we've reached the last stop. The final stop of today's tour around Isla La Tortuga. We're at Punta de Mulato, another one of the super paradise-like beaches this place has. It's almost always empty, although right now we've run into a bunch of fishermen, as you can see there. Over there are their boats. They come here to fish, sometimes staying for several days, and they sleep at night either on the beach or on their boats. Once they have enough fish, they head to Margarita Island to sell it. And well, we travelers, tourists, can come visit this beach for a couple of hours, because you can't stay here. Then we head back to Cayo Herradura, where the camps are.
Here I want to show you how clear the water is. I mean, look at my shadow in the water. It's so crystal clear. What do you think, Nini?
It's so wonderful.
How nice. I mean, I'm really fascinated.
I had never stopped at this beach before. I had passed by, but I had never actually stopped.
And wow, really wow, the colors of this beach are amazing. After everything you've seen so far, tell me down below in the comments, which one is your favorite? At least from the video, or if any of you have already had the chance to come here, let me know. Cayo Herradura, Tortuguilo, Garambeo, which we just visited, or this very tip of Mulato. Keep in mind, we still have other beaches and areas of the island left, like Carenero or Boca de Cangrejo, even Punta del Este. But that will have to wait for another video, since we won't be able to visit it on this trip. However, I'm happy with everything we were able to explore, everything we were able to show you. And honestly, you're going to get a very complete guide to everything this island has to offer. If you want to come and spend an unforgettable weekend. Look, the fishermen. Did you like the drone? Pretty cool, right? The little videos and all that. And I want to ask you a few questions here. You, sir, what's your name, Chief?
Jesus Marcano.
Jesus. How many days do you spend fishing?
Right now? Well, The work usually lasts from 25 to 30 days.
Out at sea, so 25 days without touching land.
Well, yes, without touching land, since we leave the port. We left Cumana on Tuesday. We've already been here. We spent a day by car, 2 days by car. And we arrived here on Friday. We're waiting for our friends to catch the bait for us, the cataco.
What types of fish do you usually catch?
Tuna, only big fish. It doesn't matter, only
What fishing method do you use? Nets?
long line, long line.
What is that like? Can you explain it to me?
Long line.
A hook. Is that similar to trolling?
No, that's a main line. A main line, it drops some radio buoys and it drops some small floats with live bait. The boat keeps moving, we keep dropping the lines with the buoys. Every 40 buoys, we drop a radio buoy and we drop, 25 or 30 miles of line.
Wow.
1,200 hooks, 1,200, 1,300 hooks. It depends.
And then, how many kilos of fish, or how do you know? I already have enough fish and need to go to the mainland.
No, we leave it after casting, usually for 5 hours. Then we start checking it and throw out 1,200 hooks. Sometimes we can't catch a single fish, and sometimes we catch, the most we've caught is 30 fish, 35, but selected ones. There's one that's good for export, usually from 60 pounds and up.
And normally, what's the maximum amount they load onto the boat before going out to deliver?
What do we load? Fish?
By weight,
We can catch up to 300 fish in 25 days, depending on conditions.
That's crazy. Look, would you guys like to spend 25 days at sea fishing, or even more? And what's the biggest fish you've caught? How many pounds was it?
Would that be what, pounds? 140 is roughly 70 or 80 kilos.
70 kilos, like a marlin?
No, tuna.
Tuna?
Tuna, the marlin. 200, 300, 400.
Wow, 300 kilos, a marlin, that's crazy.
The marlins we've caught, no.
I'm excited to check out that boat and see what it's about. We're on board the fishing boat. Look, they put the live bait in these tanks because they fish with live fish. They buy the bait from local fishermen on the islands they visit. Then they leave it here and put it on the hooks that they move along with those buoys you can see up there. And that way, it makes the fish more eager to eat. Wow, look!
These are the hooks.
Are all the hooks like this?
And here goes a bait.
A bait? About how big is the bait?
15 centimeters.
A little sardine or something like that?
These 4 drawers are full of hooks.
Wow. But look at the number of hooks and everything is super organized.
There is the main reel. That black cova you see there is the main reel. The line comes through some pulleys here. And then when you attach the bait, you throw it and attach the bait like this, and it stays in the water. So every 5 hooks, you put one of those small buoys.
So the whole line doesn't sink.
Exactly, so it keeps the long line at a depth of 15 fathoms. And then you just throw it in and leave it there. At least we start working at 9 in the morning and finish at 1:30 in the afternoon. You just leave it there in the water, the boat drifts, and then at 5 in the afternoon you start looking for the equipment. Since they use radio buoys, it's a device, we have a device here that detects it. You look for it, and we start collecting it at 7 in the evening.
Because you leave that bait loose, it's not attached to the boat.
No, it stays there, it just drifts.
Okay.
So you look for it, and then we start picking up by 7 p.m. It depends on how much fish you catch. If you catch nothing, you finish at 7 in the evening, midnight, or even 1 in the morning. It all depends on the trip.
Look, what you see here is called a radio buoy, and they throw it in along with the regular buoys.
And then they leave that out at sea and go away, they move away from the place?
And then, with some global positioning system devices they have over there, they detect where the radio buoys are, and they go back to where they drop the bait with the hooks to see what they've caught. I mean, a job that can last 12 to 15 hours a day, depending on what they've caught. Intense. Sometimes more, they say. It can last 24 hours, a whole day.
It can go on until the next morning.
Fishing?
Picking up the gear depends on the ocean current, or if the line breaks, you have to search for it. That's it. I mean, it's all about experience. You know what I mean? Sometimes you even stay out all night. You start at 7 p.m. and continue non-stop until the next day.
Wow, that's hard work. and I'd love to. I'd love to spend a few days on this boat, documenting the whole fishing process from when they catch it to when they sell it.
That would be amazing.
Look, there are 45 tons of ice there. That's 45,000 kilos. And look, they shovel it with this and some oranges to eat. I mean, this is super cold. They have air conditioning here, but it's really strong, right? Here's the fridge. Can I open it? Never mind. This has endless food. Look how beautiful. Come on, a tres leches cake, love. Tres leches. No, thank you so much, Miran. They even have cooks who make sure they're well fed so that they can perform at their best during their fishing work.
They even gave us a tres leches cake, so good.
My wife made it.
Oh, your wife? What's her name?
Coani Leon.
Now, Giovanni, thank you so much for that tres leches.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
Look, here we have a microwave, a television to watch Netflix and everything DVD.
Small dining room, small dining room.
Wow, look at that beautiful tres leches cake. Look, there's a hole here for the cook to pass plates through. Send more food, cook. Wow, you have more ammunition there.
Pasta, rice, and sugar. Over there in the kitchen.
How much harina pan is there?
5 packs.
5 packs, 100 kilos of harina pan. And let's check out the rooms. Captain's cabin and the fishing cabin. Captain's cabin and fishing. But it's really super cold in here. I mean, you don't get hot or anything, you sleep comfortably. How amazing. And these are the ones for the guys.
And over here, more bunks. There are 6 beds here, 6 beds. And over here is the control area.
Dad, look how beautiful this is.
And all its safety devices, global positioning system, radio, radars, look, radio, more radio, automatic identification system by sonar.
I mean, no, this is super well organized. I'm really surprised by the logistics.
No, and they even let us come all the way here.
Thank you very much. Look, a first aid kit, pills.
Hold on. And the most important thing, there always has to be a little Virgin Mary here. My name is Alejandra Alvarez. My camp is called La Tortuga AAA, and I have been here on the island for 18 years. I invite you to visit us here on the island to help boost the island again. So come. The island is safe. Don't be afraid. It's safe. It's a basic camp. You don't need much because the island already has its own charm. We're just extras here and we make your weekend different.
What packages do you offer and what do they include?
Okay, we have a package for $180. It's a package on a standard boat. We call it standard because it's a boat that's equipped for traveling here. Each package includes identical items. Here, what changes is the boat. When you contact us, you choose which boat you want to travel on because each one has its own price. It's safe to travel on a standard boat, but only when the sea is in good condition, when it's really calm. Sport boat. It's a slightly bigger boat. It only has capacity for 6 people, 7 at most. It's a bit faster, but it bumps, so it's for adventurers too. The passenger boat. Right now, the passenger boat is the one that's
Bringing more people
to the island, and it's a little bigger. It has 3 spaces for traveling. Right now, we're going to inaugurate a mini ferry. What's different about the mini ferry is that it comes with a plasma television and you get air conditioning. But I'll say it again, live the experience of feeling the water on your face, of swallowing some water, of waking up and thinking you were drowning. It was just a small wave. I want you to experience that yourself. And on the way back, everything will be completely calm. No matter how the sea is, everything will be completely calm. The packages we offer include, if you travel by boat, it includes breakfast on Friday, lunch on Friday, dinner on Friday, breakfast on Saturday, lunch on Saturday, dinner on Saturday, and breakfast on Sunday. The departure time on Sunday is at 10 in the morning. We arrive on land at 4. We have to leave at 10 because that's when the free passage is available. We have to sail during those hours because that's when there's a flow of people coming and going. More people are leaving, sadly, but we're leaving. Just because we sell at low prices doesn't mean we're going to struggle on the island. No, sir, never. Well, summer has already started and we're inviting you to come right now for this vacation. Plan your trips as a couple with your family, however you like. Look for the promotions that are great. There are some really good deals and we're coming back renewed.
Thank you, Aile.
You're welcome. Thanks for visiting us.
Good morning, my crazy friends. On our third day on La Tortuga Island, today Sunday, we're heading back after breakfast. We have to organize our stuff, but we never stop recording and showing you all our experience so you get inspired to live it too. Right now, I want to formally introduce you to Angel from Milas, Venezuela, with whom we made this trip. And also ask him a few questions. But I'm going to step out of here and leave him the microphone so I can interview him.
We've been with Milas, Venezuela for 8 years and we've had the camp for 3. Here in La Tortuga, we offer all-inclusive packages where the guest doesn't have to worry about anything. It's a camping but much more comfortable with everything included, even the boat transfer. Safe boats because you can choose between sport boats or yacht-type vessels. Here we camp on Balinese beds with sheets and pillows plus camping-style bathrooms. We include all meals from the moment you arrive until you leave, meals based on fish and with good portions, and we also include recreational activities. We paddleboard, play volleyball and snorkel. You're always with a guide and with the whole team that will accompany you during the trip. Prices start at $280 per person for 3 days and 2 nights all inclusive. For navigation, our boats have safety measures, including radios, satellite systems, and global positioning system. Whenever we sail, they monitor the route from Caracas. They know where the boat is, and they have all the rescue and safety systems like rafts, rescue rafts, dinghies, and so on. For a safe trip, we invite you to El Faro Camp and look forward to your arrival. We have a lot of passion. We are very passionate about Venezuela. So you can get to know this paradise destination and enjoy these 3 days in La Tortuga in the best way, in a very comfortable and pleasant way with us.
And well, my friends, this is the end of this trip, which I hope is the first of many together with this beauty. So Vero, how was it? Did you have a good time?
I know I had a great time, not just because of the scenery, but also with you all. I love your energy, your good vibes, especially when we turn off the cameras at night.
What did you think of La Tortuga?
La Tortuga, wonderful. Now I understand why it's your favorite place in Venezuela. It's paradise incredible. A place where you can relax, disconnect, and I recommend it 1000%. If you haven't been here, dare to live this experience. You're going to love it.
My crazies exactly.
You're invited to discover this destination where many people are ready to welcome you and provide an excellent experience. It's a beautiful place that also lets you disconnect, so you're going to have an unforgettable weekend.
Before I say goodbye, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and to Vero's channel, as she also shares beautiful places in Venezuela and around the world. She's a great content creator. And let us know in the comments which destination you want us to travel to together and collaborate again.
It will be very soon. I know it will. Thank you for inviting me to your channel and sharing this experience. I hope you all enjoyed it too. Comment your destination ideas below so we can soon become 3 crazy travelers.
We're definitely 3 crazy travelers. I was just about to say that.
See you next time.